Hey, what's going on, Pisces? Butch here. I am going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. This is probably the last time you'll see me before Christmas. I might get another video out, I'm not sure, for Pisces. If I don't, wish you all a happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Winter Solstice, whatever it is you celebrate, as long as you're surrounded by loved ones, people that love you and that you love back, that's all I hope for you moving forward. I hope you're happy and I hope you're safe. And I hope there's a lot of joy in the end of this 2023. And with all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what is going on for Pisces? What message do we have for Pisces? All right, Pisces. So the first thing I see, Pisces, I feel like there is a meeting coming between you and someone new. And it's feeling like a chance meeting, but it's anything but chance. I don't feel like it was an accident. I feel like it was fate that brought you together with that world card, everything coming together with this person. The first thing I see with this person is I feel like there is a lot of emotions coming out of this person, emotions they didn't even know they were capable of. I mean, we have the moon card. I feel like you're getting a side of this person that no one's ever seen before, and that's what I mean. But I feel like, I feel like this person, there's a very sensitive side to this person that they don't show or haven't shown very often, or if ever. It's a very empathetic side of them that you're going to see. And not only that, this person has the empathy that this person has, but I also feel there's a very creative, something they also don't share with people. But with you, it's like they can't help but open up. Any wall they have just comes crumbling down when they're around you. It's a safe haven. They feel very safe around you. And what is strange about that is I feel like this person's more of the protector. We have that Emperor and the Seven of Wands, very protective energy. This person is the one, is someone's going to want to keep you safe. You're special to them. They didn't expect to meet you, but now that they did, they can't unmeet you. They can't stop thinking about you and only you. And I feel like with this person, like I said, not only are you bringing out this emotional side of them, but you're bringing out this very passionate side of them. This person's got, they're going to want to chase you. This person, you bring out this impulsive side of them. They want what they want, and like I said, I do get a sense I'm getting a lot of fire in this person, so I feel like, you know, a water and a fire sign, it's inevitable what's happening here. I mean, you're softening them up, but they're also giving you what you're giving them. I mean, they're, feeling like you have that safe haven, feel like you're safe in this person's arms. Um, like I said, very empathetic, very creative. All these things that they have inside are coming out when they're around you. You make them a better person. You allow them to be themselves, in that safe place that you have. And like I said, I mean, even though it was a chance meeting, I feel like it was the meeting that was, inevitable. I feel like it was fated. That ship you've both been waiting for is finally coming in. With this person, you're causing a lot of big changes, but changes that are making them better. And I feel like in turn, this person makes you better. I always love the water and fire connection. The water bringing out the softer side of the fire, and the fire, um, giving that water that safe place, that protection, the feeling of feeling safe. This is the type of person that's going to show up for you. There's a very, like I said, I mean, very nurturing, very caring. One of the things with Pisces that I actually love is the fact that they're such caring people. And I mean, you deserve this. You deserve someone that cares for you as much as you care for them. You deserve to be in a safe place where you can be yourself, and it subconsciously allows them to be themselves. This connection is that iceberg love. I mean, it's, at first you saw something. Excuse me. We see something sticking out of the water, and we can tell there's something there, but the closer we get, the more we realize how deep this really goes, how deep the rabbit hole goes. This is a deep connection that's only getting deeper. The more they open up to you, the more they feel comfortable with it, the more, they continue to do so. And I feel like both of you are seeing a different side of love here. It's not that you've never been in love before, or not that they've never been in love, or not that you never felt love before, or they've never felt love. It's feeling in love, enjoying the feeling of being in that. And like I said, with that Emperor, we have that Empress, both sides coming together, sitting at the throne of that empire side by side, being there for each other, supporting each other, being that safe place for each other. This person wants you in a bad way. Like I said, I mean, this person with that Queen of Wands, they're going to chase you. They're falling hard and fast, and I feel like you both are. Like I said, this wasn't an accidental encounter. It may seem like a chance encounter, but the more we dig into this, the more we realize that, things are working that we don't even realize. I see you both filling up each other's cups. Like I said, those big changes. Someone you could be honest with and not judged by, and someone that can be honest with you and not judged. Like I said, I mean, I keep saying the safe haven, but it's a safe haven. Someone that shows up for you, someone that puts in the work. You're causing a huge transformation in this person, and they love it. And that's why we have new love. And it's stronger than that. It's a type. What I see here is a type of love that endures time. I mean, this is something neither one of you are walking away from, nor do you want to walk away from. Like I said, finding it very easy to communicate with each other. You're bringing up this person's emotional maturity. It's, like I said, I truly believe that when we meet that right person, our true nature comes out. And that's why, this is something that I feel like you're going to really like. You're really going to love about this person, is the fact how caring they are, and how much, they show you that they may not show the rest of the world. And that's something that's going to come with time. But for now, they're going to show you. They're going to show up for you. They're going to be there for you. I feel like you both know what you want from this. And I feel like it's a very reassuring feeling, seeing things in a different perspective and realizing, nothing you can't do with this person, nothing you can say or do is going to push this person away. And that's causing you both to know exactly what you want from this. And I feel like what you want from this is something, it's strong. It's a strong connection. And it's only getting stronger as we go on. Like I said, I feel like you were meant to be together. And like I said again, it's the love that endures time. It lasts. This is a type of love that's going to last forever. And it is something that I feel like you're both all in on. So don't feel like you're by yourself here. As we proceed, I feel like this person's going to open up more and more to you. The more comfortable they get with you, the more they're going to show you. They're going to reach out and grab you and want to hold on. And I feel like that's going to make you very happy. I see a lot of happiness with this connection. I see a lot of real growth. That's another thing too. I feel like when you meet the right person, they allow you to grow into what you are. It's like putting a plant in the right situation. You may be a plant and you need sun, and somebody's always been putting you in the shade. Or you're a plant that only needs to be watered once in a while, but somebody keeps watering you every damn day. And it's being in the right situation, being with the right person. With this person, we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Like I said, a lot of fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. We do have some Virgo. We have some Gemini, Aquarius, some Libra as well. That's the thing, though. I know this is a terrible metaphor, so don't look too deeply into it. But it's like that saying about pets. When you have a pet, and I'm going to use my cat as an example. So we have 3 cats. We have 3 kids. Each one of our cats is close to one of our kids. They chose who they were close to because that person gives them what they want, gives them what they need. And that's the thing. Like they say, pets choose their owners. And it makes me think of a guy that lives down the street. He used to have this dog, and this dog wouldn't listen to him. This dog would eat all this stuff. And he got to the point where he decided to give the dog to another guy down the street. Every time they walked by his house, the dog was just drawn to this guy. Like, he just went over. He was calm for him. So anyway, after a couple months, I was talking to him and I said, how's it having the dog? Is he good for you and stuff? Like, is he ripping up your stuff too? Because the other guy was always telling me about how he's ripping up his couch, eating his shoes. He said, no, he's a great dog, and he would walk him. The old owner would walk him, and the dog would pull. He would drag him down the street. He would, be twisting around like an idiot, getting all caught up in the collar or in the leash. I see him walk around the new owner. I see him walking around the dog, and it's night and day. It's because that guy knew what that dog needed. And like I said, I'm not comparing you to a dog or comparing them to a dog. I'm just saying the right situation, the right person. I feel like it's almost instinct that comes out, and how to, it's like when we had our first child. Rose, she never had a kid before. She never had small children around, in her family. So she wasn't sure if she'd be a good mother. But the moment our son came out, from that moment on till right now, she is loving. She's connected. And that's what I mean. It's almost like a birth of love. When your child comes out and you hold your child for the first time, before the child comes out, you're wondering, can I be a good parent? Am I going to be a good parent? Am I going to, do the right things? Am I going to be loving enough? Am I going to be this? I'm going to be that. And all these things go through your head. But when that child's in your hands, everything changes. Just like when that person's in your arms, everything changes. It just comes naturally. And that's what I mean. This meeting wasn't accidental. It was fated. Everything's different when you're in the right situation. And yes, I've used plants as a metaphor and pets as a metaphor. Now I'm using children. But that's the thing. I fear it as a father. I fear that I'm doing something wrong all the time. But I feel like that fear is healthy. That fear is what tells you you're a good parent. If you're afraid that you're going to screw something up, it's because you care. When my kids were little, everybody always told me, you can't walk around with your kids. You got to let them fall. I didn't want to do that. With my kids, when they first started walking, I was the one right beside them, making sure they didn't fall. And if they did fall, I was the first one there to pick them up, brush them off. But I'd let them go again. It's a different kind of love with your children, and with that person you're meant to be with. I feel like when you're with that person, like I said, when I talk about a love that lasts forever, I think there's always this moment where you realize that you truly love someone. I loved Rose from the moment I met her, but I fell in love with her when we had kids, because I seen her. I seen her vulnerable. It's hard not to be vulnerable when you're around your kids, but you see them with your kids, you see how they interact, you see that loving nature, you feel that love coming off them. And I really feel like, I fell in love the moment I saw her holding our first child. I loved her before that, but I truly knew, and I know some people say that's kind of late to find out after you get her pregnant. I loved her before. I loved her from the moment I met her. I was attracted to her. I was connected to her. But I feel like we solidified the connection the moment I saw. I watched our son come out, which is a huge thing. It's amazing. It's a miracle to watch birth happen. Just like it's amazing to see two people come together that were meant to be together. It's all a miracle. Any soon-to-be fathers, yeah, I know you might have worries about watching the baby come out, but trust me, it's graphic. It'll stick with you forever, but it'll stick with you forever. And it gives you a greater appreciation of the woman that you have. And like I said, when you meet that perfect person, it may even, like when I met her, it seemed very by chance. But as the years go on, we're going to be celebrating 15 years in January. And not a moment goes by that I don't get that feeling when I see her. And I feel like that's the feeling you get when you see them and how they feel when they see you. And that's the connection that lasts forever. That's the type of connection that lasts forever. It's one of those connections where when you see them, you just know. And you start to see the future. You may fantasize about things in the future with them. You may fantasize about how your life's going to look, or, you know, that means something. That's all the little things that mean something huge. But like I said, this person wants you. They're falling hard. They're falling fast, and I feel like you are as well. But don't be afraid. You're not doing it alone. I don't think you'll have to do anything alone anymore. That's what I have for you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.